Hello, good afternoon, friends. Today we have with us a very special guest, Mr. Manyavardhan Singh. So, talking about him, he recently got recommended from Bhopal board, and he will be joining Cadets Training Wing Pune soon, which is a sister wing or sister training wing of National Defence Academy. Currently, he is 19 years old, and talking about his journey, he has faced around 6 SSBs, in which previously 5 times he was conference out, and in the 6th time he got recommended. So we will discuss his life journey as well as his preparation journey, and also what changes and learnings he has learned throughout in his journey. So greetings, Manyavardhan, on my show. First of all, tell us something about yourself, your hobbies, your age, and currently when is your joining for the academy?
Very thank you, Dipanshu, for inviting me to your podcast. Well, right now I am looking forward to my joining in July 2026. In my free time, I like to draw. I sometimes like to play mobile games, chess, and spend time with my family right now, as I will not have much time to spend in the further years. And my journey has taught me a lot of things, and I'm very fortunate to experience that.
So currently, what is your age? Tell us.
My age currently is 18 years and 5 months.
18 years 5 months. And so in which year did you completed your 12th exam?
I completed my 12th exam in 2025 around July.
And 2025 in July. So this is your first year in 2026.
Yes.
And how many times you have faced technical entry, Navy Tech or NDA? Matlab, means how time? Just tell us that.
I have experienced 6 SSBs with 5 conference outs and 1 recommendation. I have the fortune of experiencing the SSB of all 3 forces. First SSB of Air Force, 1 Navy Tech SSB, and also and also the rest SSBs of the Indian Army.
So name. Try to recall all the names of service selection board which you have visited.
Sure. My first board, in which I went to AFSB, Mysore, my Air Force SSB regarding the NDA 154 entry. I was conference out in that. Further after that, I visited Prayagraj in SSB Allahabad, 11 SSB Allahabad for NDA entry, in which I was conference out again. After that, I went to Jalandhar, Punjab, where I undergo the 32 SSB Jalandhar, and after that for TS 54 entry, and after that I went to Navy Tech for 12 SSB Bangalore, the Naval Selection Board, and after that I went to 24 SSB Bangalore, the same selection center, and finally ending up in Bhopal, 20 SSB Bhopal, in which I gained my recommendation.
So as I can see that you have mentioned various tech entries and naval entries also,
Yes.
which are majorly based on your JEE score. So please tell us about what are your score in JEE, and how many attempts you have appeared for that also.
I have appeared for 2 attempts in JEE, both in the same year, as JEE mains happens in 2 sessions. In the first session, I scored 83.2 percentile, and in the second session, I scored 90 percentile. In both these sessions, I was qualified for the cutoffs for Navy Tech and TES.
So regarding your JEE preparation, were you in the online mode or offline mode for doing this, or you went to some big coaching academies like Allen, or you went to Kota, something like that?
Certainly not Allen or Kota, but I continued my JEE preparation in my 11th and 12th from my hometown.
Ajmer, which is
Yes,
Ajmer.
yes, Ajmer.
So very nice. Would you like to share the benefits of preparing for JEE, which helped you in preparing for NDA written exam as well?
Definitely. The JEE mains exam is certainly harder, which requires more speed, more knowledge of the academics, and more tricky formulas as compared to the NDA examination, which demands a very basic level of mathematics of 11th and 12th, and also a very basic level of physics and chemistry knowledge of 10th class, which is very normal in today's student. But what makes a JEE aspirant different from that of an NDA aspirant is the speed in the maths exam, which is the most crucial. As you are also CDS aspirant, you must have experienced it, and the speed of a JEE student in an NDA exam helps him or her to score more.
So okay, that's a good point. You can see, friends, that preparation for JEE will definitely help you in your NDA written exam. So in NDA written exam, not only the mathematics portion, how you have covered the GS portion, because there is a GAT paper 2 also for English and other GS subjects. So what was your strategy to focus them?
My strategy over GS was to practice first of all the English previous year questions. I purchased Arihan's book of NDA previous year questions and practiced the English previous year question, all types of patterns of multiple choice questions. And regarding the GAT paper, I also I only focused upon physics, chemistry, which were physics, chemistry, and 10th level biology, which was a large level of the paper, and I didn't need to study geography or history because
Okay.
I met the cutoff alone by those subjects.
So guys, this we can learn that we must focus on what is our strength in exam, and not focus on all the syllabus or topics mentioned in that. So like Manyavardhan told that he focused on his strength points like chemistry, physics, which he has already prepared in his JEE examination. So your first SSB was your technical entry scheme.
No, my first SSB was ND.
Your first SSB was from NDA, so that's a very amazing thing. So how did you prepared for it, or you went to some offline coaching, or something big coachings like AFPA or Olive Green? So have you been there?
Actually, I went to AFPA after being conference out one time, and after being conference out one time in AFPA, uh, first I attended my Mysore SSB, and after being conference out in that, I went to AFPA in May or July. I don't exactly remember, but I attended the AFPA coaching for 14 days, and after that, I attempted for my further SSBs. And regarding my first SSB, I didn't have much experience.
So how did you prepare for your screening? So it must be a tough one for you.
Actually, my father is also an SSB, has been an SSB aspirant. He has served as in the army as an NCO, but he has also given multiple attempts of ACC and NTR entry. So he told me how to get screened in. But after being screened, I didn't have any knowledge during my first attempt. So I acted spontaneously as my will, as I would.
So did you made friends in your first SSB?
Yes, I have made friends in each and every SSB. They have
So
been very amazing.
are you still in contact with them?
Yes, I am still in contact.
So that's very nice. Any particular incident which you have seen in any SSB which you would like to mention regarding in GTO or psych test, or anything special or funny you would say?
Yes, there have been many funny incidents, and one of them which I would like to recall is in my latest SSB. I made a very jolly and lively friend named Harshvardhan Chaudhary. He is a student of GSP Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, and he is also studying engineering there. I met him in Bhopal one day prior, and we became good friends. Now now in the command task, the person is required to name candidates of his own group. But since we had so good of a morning, then Harshvardhan, my friend, who was not in my group, he accidentally shouted my name for command task. So we had a little misunderstanding in the GTO ground, and it was a very funny and also a wholesome thing that when the GTO said that call your very good friend or someone you're really attached in the board. So he called my name. I found it very special. And also many of my group members were asked to recommend someone's name from their side in the final conference. So many of them said my name as they told me after my recommendation. So I'm also happy for that.
So any unique question which you have noticed that interviewing officer asked you in your personal interview,
Unique question.
or out of the box you can say?
No, I don't think my last SSB's interview was quite routine. However, my answers were quite unique, but the questions were plain and simple, as in any conventional SSB interview.
So I would like to draw your attention to your journey. So for example, you have went for first SSB. So were you sure of yourself getting selected or not?
Actually, at that time I was preparing for JEE, and I sought out this SSB as some kind of a holiday, since I
Okay.
was preparing for 2 years, and I was going to Mysore on my own alone. So I sort of it as a holiday. I enjoyed it at much, and I didn't have much hopes of my result too. After that, my actual SSB journey started.
So once you have entered the area, the environment of
Yes.
the army board, so that's how you became more motivated
Yes.
for the next attempt.
Hmm.
So any special things you started uh, improving in yourself for the next attempt, or when did this feel came to you that in this attempt I'm going to get selected? uh, is there any means if in second attempt were you confident of getting selected or not?
Yes, I was quite confident of myself getting selected. Even my SSB in my second attempt in Allahabad, my discussion was quite long, and they asked me multiple questions in the conference. I was hoping for myself to get selected, but I think God had other plans for me. Regarding the improvements in myself, I relied on my father's guidance as much. He has served for in the Indian Army for 15 or 16 years, so he knows what kind of officers are there, what are their habits and all. So he told me that to maintain basic fitness, maintain basic general knowledge, and that's it. The person will already become more clear and confident if he does this basic improvements in himself.
Basic improvements. So you focused on majorly on improving your fitness by the activities like cycling,
Yes.
or as you have also mentioned, this cycling is your hobby
Yes.
in your PIQ, and running also you have mentioned. So one thing which Manyavardhan told me personally, that in his last SSB or second last SSB, the board president or in the conference he was asked, from where have you taken coaching to write good stories in TAT, because they found his stories to be very deeply connected to the stimulus provided in the picture, as well as his involvement of emotions in his story was also very appropriate. So Manyavardhan, what efforts you have made to improve your psychology in the interview?
That's a really nice question, Dipanshu. I would like to say that I have almost a year I have dedicated toward SSB preparation. So I would like to say that with time, if someone analyzes their story and just fits it into the criteria that is required to be an officer, being spontaneous, being clear, that even a person with basic knowledge of English can easily read your actions that you have written in the story, your story should be alright by them. So it is just analyzing, or sometimes I used to give my story to my mother to read if she is okay with that. I sometimes used to ask my little brother, my
Okay.
younger brother, that what stimulus you are getting from the picture. So I used to copy on that. I used to practice many stories, and with time I became more confident.
So were you these kind of candidate who used to involve lot of NGO stories or social service or any kind of organizing event you have? So do you used to involve these themes or not?
No, but
Yeah.
I would also like to advise that if a candidate is attempting a 10+2 entry SSB, then I would require to think about your age. I am confident that out of 1,000 10+2 boys, only a few would ever think about NGO or helping poor people or cleaning the society. I think that our major concern, even after growing older, is playing games with friends, organizing a puja, or helping organizing our cousins and maintaining a puja, or taking our ailing grandmother to the hospital. I think that officer-like qualities can be shown in any manner. It doesn't require to be a part of an NGO or to become a scientist or an army officer.
Friends, I would like to just mention that Manyavardhan has also shared me his practice copy of psychology test. He used to practice more than around 200 stories, I guess you have practiced. He has shown me, and regarding WAT, this was also one subject which he used to practice regularly. And talking about now we will talk about his conference out attempts, how he used to feel every time when the results used to be announced. And he also mentioned me that last time from the Bangalore when he was very hopeful and he prepared this the ultimate preparation he made for his Bangalore attempt, but there also he got conferenced out, and how he felt after that and how he rebuilt himself after that to go for his next SSB for Bhopal. Now we will discuss.
So the heartbreak in SSB is inevitable. Only out of 120 or 110 candidates, one or two get recommended. So heartbreak is going to hit in the SSB, even if you try to escape it anyhow. Even if you are recommended, you might not get the rank of your choice or the service of your choice, anything. So conference out is one of the most brutal heartbreaks in SSB, more than screen out, because here you are just one step away from being recommended, from being an officer, or being recommended to be an officer. And SSB is one of the biggest flaws in SSB is that it doesn't give any closure, no reason why they kicked you out of the board. and the entire time after your conference out for 1 or 2 weeks, any candidate just keeps thinking that what he has done wrong. If maybe he had given the lecture a little longer, if maybe he had answered the CIQ or burst fire questions a little longer or in a bit more detail, if he had worked on his fitness, these questions remains
In the
in
minds
his or
of the
her- yes,
aspirants
exactly.
every time.
So it is with time. I mean, nobody can invent a vaccine for heartbreak. It is inevitable. One person has to go through it. But with time, a person evolves. He
So
becomes better.
he also mentioned me that coming back from Bangalore after getting conferenced out, it is the most difficult thing because from northern India, Bangalore is too far away to reach a place, and it's a 2.5 days journey in the train, I would say, and there used to be no reservation also, so it is a very hard thing for an aspirant. But we must all come out of it and rebuild ourselves. So in the last SSB, you are hopeful or not hopeful, or you were just free or yourself?
Honestly, I was very free. My father has always said that if my daily routine is that of an officer, if I am acting like an officer without anyone asking me to be, then I am fit to be in the SSB, and I was completing that criteria. So I was not. Then I was free after my Bangalore time that I have given my 100% now. If I just go free, I mean, if I was not selected by giving my 100%, then let's see what happens by being free and spontaneous. My two. One question was asked 2 times to me in the SSB that Manya Vardhan, will you be recommended this time? One time by my GTO and one time in the conference when the Major General, the commandant of the SSB board and of the entire Bhopal Veteran Center, he asked me. Both times I replied no because I don't know whether I will be recommended in this attempt or not. So I was just spontaneous, and I think I got the fruit of my efforts.
Yeah, definitely you have got the fruit of whatever hard work you have performed in your life, and that was a good response. That if you are not confident, you just said no, or you are not hopeful. You just trying to give what the task is requiring from you. That's a good thing. So now we will conclude our SSB journey. So now we will discuss about something your personal life. So as I can see, you are a very handsome and a very sociable chap. So do you have any female interaction or any female partner in your life?
There is necessarily no female partner in my life, but I have a few female friends here in campus. While I mean in my coaching also, I have been touch in my female friends. So yeah, there is
So,
interaction.
any special question asked to you regarding your female interaction in your SSB?
No, once in Allahabad, the interviewing officer. I mean, it is a very overrated question that is asked in SSB that do you have a girlfriend? I have given 6 attempts. Only one time an officer asked, and nobody pokes this much. I just replied no, sir. I don't have a girlfriend. He just moved forward.
Yes, I have also seen among my friends that if the candidate is genuine and serious in his preparation, which can be easily seen in his personal interview by the interviewing officer, the IO will not ask him any personal questions or irrelevant questions like this. Are you in a relationship or something like that? These are distracting questions, and is mostly pertain to be asked from a candidate who is non-serious. So now, Manyavardhan, let's talk about some of your preferences. If the God comes on earth and assigns you two plate, one is joining the NDA, the other one is joining CTW. What is your choice?
My preference would be to join the National Defence Academy. It was the one motivation which ignited me to leave my JE journey, not taking a drop and shifting toward the SSB.
So,
India will always remain a dream.
would you like to share your personal opinion that why NDA or any cadet training wings? Because this career path will also lead you to the same destination as a lieutenant, and the same perks, salaries, and power. So, what is the difference between NDA and the CTW?
I think that there is not much of a difference. Of course, there are some factual differences like training. NDA has specialized training over general duty officers, and the CTW has specialized training towards their engineering branches
More-
like electrical. and
More
mechanical.
technology oriented, you would
Yes,
call.
but regarding which is better, I would say that it is much more depending on the heart of the aspirant. Let's say that an aspirant is aspiring to go into the Indian Naval Academy. Now he gets selected into the National Defence Academy. Of course, National Defence Academy is much older, much prestigious. Any civilian knows about National Defence Academy more than Indian Naval Academy. But if that candidate has fallen in love with Indian Naval Academy, then even joining the National Defence Academy, even gaining the President's Gold Medal, won't change his opinions towards that. So it is not that NDA is better in any manner by CTW or IMA, but I started my journey by looking forward to NDA.
Or basically, mostly you can call the Sudar blog is your
Yes.
is the heart of every candidate who is preparing for NDA or the chatbot building for the IMA candidates.
I agree, but I think that now in maybe another life I'll join NDA.
You will
But,
you will soon join NDA after getting commission as an instructor. You can also join definitely.
Yeah, but joining as a cadet
would
it is
would be
a-
more fruitful.
it is a different thing.
So, in your career preference, what would you like to join? Be an infantry officer or a special forces guy or a support arms guy?
I would like to be a special forces guy.
Oh, definitely. So, any particular inspiration you would like to recall?
My entire inspiration to leave the Air Force SSBs and shifting towards the army is Major Mohit Sharma Iftikhar Bhatt. I have re-announced and recited his tales multiple times in my SSB boards, even in my Bhopal SSB board, where I recited his encounter in the Kopara forest, in which he attained the Ashok Chakra after he did the supreme sacrifice.
Okay.
So-
So candidates, you can also see his one can also see his mobile phone. Its wallpaper is filled with Major Mohit Sharma. Look, so he's so inspired. He's a very inspiring chap. That you can see is in motivation. He has also told me that he is not bound to get any salary or any awards. He just believe in doing the service for the nation, which is a very good point I would like to note. And so, talking about your current routine, what are you doing in nowadays? So this must be a very heavenly time for you in your family, because parents are happy, mother is happy, and you are eating all the good foods from your mother. So what's your daily routine looks like?
Well, I thought that I would be immune to the taunts and the
All the hardships.
all the hardship, but I think that nobody is immune. Even if you become the prime minister of the nation, you will still receive taunts from your mother. So I mean that's her way of showing love. But I think that now I'm in a very happy time, and I know that in the further decade I won't be having so much free time to spend with my family. So I am using it maximum to spend time with my brother, with my mother and my father.
So any physical activity you are focusing more during these times?
Yes, I had a long dream of learning swimming, but since I am free from all these efforts, so now I am focused on learning swimming.
Swimming will definitely help you in your academy days also.
I agree.
Definitely. And any special movie or which you are watching or book you are reading or any specific game you are playing nowadays, would you like to mention? Because our audience will like to know everything about you.
Well, I had made a long bucket list of movies and all this to watch, but now I just spend the entire day choosing which movie to watch, and I end up watching any one movie, and that too half an hour or something. Like
So
that.
any recent movie which you have watched?
I watched Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank, which is a
Yes.
very inspiring
Very
movie.
inspiring movie.
I would recommend everyone, each one of you listening to this, that one should definitely watch this movie once in a lifetime. So any special message from this movie? Because first you will narrate your special message, then I will narrate what I've learned from this movie.
I think that one special message that even big film critics, even Tarantino and Nolan have said that from Shawshank Redemption is hope. It is
Yes.
that when everything fails, when nothing is in your side of the game, it is only hope. It is just an imaginary thing. I mean, hope is nothing. It is scientifically, factually speaking, hope is nothing but a feeling. But it keeps a person alive. It has kept a person alive in many dangerous situations, and hope is the only anchor of life, which makes a person exciting or makes life exciting.
Definitely, the climax of the movie is also regarding this very line, that hope is not a good thing. It is a good thing, and it is the best among them all. So that's a very good movie. So any special book which you have read recently?
I have read Jack Reacher series, its first installment.
I think it
Which,
is there. I will show you guys now. So this is the book which Mr. Manyavardhan has read. I want to gift him personally this book, because he is a very good person, and it is a very lovely book of me, but I would like to give it to someone special who really cares about the gift which I have given to him.
Thank you. It was a very nice book. It was like I was watching a very thriller web series.
Yes, it's
And,
the Jack Reacher web series is also one of my personal favorite on the Amazon Prime. If you can avail, the character is too militaristic to be a human. He's too disciplined. He's too focused on his missions. So, any special game which you play nowadays, like outdoor as well as indoors, or online as well as offline?
yeah, I have caught up with my friends who are currently preparing for JEE. They have taken a drop, so they're in my hometown. So I play football and basketball with them in the evenings, and right now they are focused on JEE Advanced. So right now I am inside the house. I am playing BGMI and other online
Other games like PUBG.
Yes.
So there is a very social taboo or dogma among our parents' generation that these games will spoil a kid or will distract them from their main goal. But I would like to mention that as Manyavardhan and most of his age group and most of my age group people also take this medium to release out their stress and have a casual conversation with their friends. And it is a very cheap medium. It is a very flexible medium also, that any time, any moment of time in the night, if they are free, all friends can connect and have a get together online, and can do a leg pulling of each other also, and make a fun and very, it releases out all of your stress and makes you happy for your next study session. So there's definitely a good healthy point to include in your life. So Manyavardhan, anything special would you like to say about this podcast? How have you felt in this conversation?
I have felt very open, and SSB aspirants are very rare to see right now. So I cannot open up to anybody regarding my experiences, my struggles, and Dipanshu and I have also shared the same interest. He is also a defense aspirant like me, and is also looking forward to join AFA, IMA, OTA, whichever is written in his destiny. And I hope that you also achieve it.
Thank you for your wishes. I will work hard and definitely follow the tips which you have given me. Lastly, before concluding, would you like to mention some best online resources on the YouTube which will help you in your SSB guidance?
I think that there is a YouTube channel, Ankur Yadav. It is not very famous, it will be a little difficult to find, but the gentleman there has given more than 20 SSB interviews, and he has the online model, a 3D model of almost all hard and intermediate level GTO structures he has done, and he has also concluded multiple interviews with hardcore repeaters who have been selected in SSB after 10 attempts, after 13 attempts. There is a very memorable interview of Mr. Ankur Yadav and Gopal Singh Rathod. He was selected into the Indian Naval Academy after 13 attempts. So I would really recommend the viewers to watch that interview. It will really motivate them to become more spontaneous and natural in the SSB.
So, last question before concluding, that this is regarding SSB only, that what is 2 or 3 qualities which you would like to mention, which you have feel in other candidates who are not getting selected again and again, and the candidates who get selected, the most basic 3 qualities?
I think that the first most basic quality is confidence. Confidence is also one of the officer-like qualities, and is very crucial. I have seen people, my friends, who have scored more than 95% in 10th, more than 90% in 12th. They have a very above average percentile in JEE. They have state level certificates of sports and this and that, but they still think that they are trying to fit inside a criteria. Whereas some of my friends, they are not that academically advanced, they are not that proficient in sports and co-curricular activities, but they are themselves, they are confident, they are happy from the person they are. So they achieve in the SSB. I think that if a person is happy with themselves, even a little child can see inside them, let alone a highly trained interviewing officer. So
Okay.
that is it. So and ability to gel up with the group.
Ability.
Many people who are very highly qualified in the SSB, who have many certificates in that, they are very self-oriented. They either think that they should be the subordinate, or they either think that they should be the GTO. But in the end, one should be a blend of both, also commanding the group and also following the one who commands.
Definitely, Manyavardhan has not said ability to influence the group. He mentioned ability to gel up with the group. Doesn't matter if the people in your group are similar with your thought process or not, but one should be more communicative with them and try to follow what their ideas is and contribute to the common group conclusion, whatever it may be. So thank you, Manyavardhan. It was a very nice conversation with you. I'm very grateful to have you on my show. and I wish you very warm regards for your upcoming future in the defense. And very soon we will be seeing you joining the armed forces and wearing 2 stars on your shoulder. Congrats. Thank you.
Really, really thank you. It means a lot to me.
Thank you.